so small. Oh, we didn't bring our find the pumpkin home.
Morning.
Morning. Come on in, folks. Just be advised that the Tomorrowland Station is closed. Okay. And happy birthday. Thank you. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, I am. Exactly.
Just be aware, North Square train station is out of service. Nobody can on or off that station. The other three stations are open as usual.
Supervised children, make sure they stay seated and away from the opening. Next stop's New Orleans Square, but New Orleans Square Station is closed, so no one can get on or off the train at New Orleans Square. We stopped there for some other reason. We'll try to make that stop as short as possible. Thank you.
We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead, New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. And watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Alright, welcome to New Orleans Square, that station where you can't get off due to construction. Please make sure all the stay seated as well as yourself. We'll be on our way shortly as soon as possible. Thank you. All right, all aboard. Everybody, please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. Supervise children. Make sure they stay seated. Supervise away from the opening. Next stop, Mickey's Toontown Depot.
I only had to mark the stop, but I forgot. Thank you.
Daddy, are we on the track?
Yeah, I see the
track.
It's like a real track.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering the Bayou, home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Take a sneak peek at the big party Princess Tiana is throwing, where the welcome is warm, the music is hot, and the company is sweet as honey. When it comes to sweetness, the inhabitants of the land we're passing over are the bee's knees. Here in Bayou country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures.
What's that? Oh, we always pass this place.
As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
What's that? U.S.A. Oh, could you see that
There
boat,
is
Dad?
the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these trails since the traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
So big for the mountain. Look, Dad, look in front of the face. Now we're going.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment.
Please remain seated till the train comes to a full and complete stop. This is your stop for all of Toontown. This is your stop for all of Fantasyland. Alright, welcome aboard. For those who just joined us, we're on our way to Tomorrowland Station, and for your safety, please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. Supervised children, make sure they stay seated. Supervised to wait for the opening. Next stop, Tomorrowland.
hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Please do not lift your children off the chairs. They need to remain seated the whole time.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark Twain monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
We're now approaching Tomorrowland Station. For your safety, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. This is stop for the monorail. Finding Nemo submarine, Space Mountain, Star Tours, Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, and of course Autopia, and that's right there. Yep, that's the size of the cars. That's the future.
I don't want to keep
Alright, we're ready to roll. Everybody please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, legs, nose, toes, paws, and claws inside. Supervise children. Make sure they're seated. Supervise away for the openings. Our next stop will be Main Street Station. Main Street Station has that construction you saw. So there's a, well, they're going to show you, if you're getting out there, they'll show you how to do it.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings.
Wow, that was awesome. Did you guys see the dinosaurs? There was a... I love it. All right, we're now approaching Main Street Station. Please remain seated until we come to a full stop. If you're in the middle car, you'll be exiting towards the rear if you are getting off here. The rest of you would be exiting towards the rear. If you're in the front two cars, you're going to go towards the front. If you're in the back two cars, you're going to go towards the back. We have exits everywhere. Well, two. Well, we got enough, right? That's all it takes. All right. Enjoy your time here at Walt Disney's original Magic Kingdom, Disneyland. Remain seated till the train stops completely.
Ronan, you just missed it. We just went through the diorama and saw some
The Grand Canyon and Primeval world. Stops at Frontierland, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. Last call.